Hi everyone! Because this weekend it was Mother's Day, we thought we'd do the mother-son tag.
Yeah! This is the first collab video we've done on your channel.
It is?
Yeah.
I don't think we've done one on yours either.
No.
But we're going to do one straight after this. So the link is here, or here. Right, okay, so what I thought we would do is, you've asked on Twitter for questions for the video in your channel, haven't you? Which is more general questions. But I thought we would just copy exactly the same questions as Hilary and I did on the mother-daughter tag, which is linked here if you want to go and watch that.
Hilary's my sister if you are new to my family. I haven't seen any of these questions, so I'm not prepared at all.
The first question, Hilary kicked this off on our video, and it was...
What was I like as a child?
You were actually a lot more introvert than you are now, compared to Hilary, but Hilary is definitely an extrovert, isn't she?
Yeah, she is, yeah.
So you were super artistic, you were always doing lots of kind of very detailed things. You'd spend hours and hours drawing, and now you spend hours and hours video editing and stuff, don't you?
Yeah.
So, and I remember that when you first went to school, you weren't with Hilary, and Hilary and you are very close in age. There's only like 15 months between you. And the teachers said that you suddenly transformed when Hilary arrived at school as well and really came out of your shell.
Yeah, I remember being terrified when I first started school.
And then when you were a bit older, you went into this phase that you're kind of now still in, I think, like adventurous. And at the time there was a TV programme called MacGyver.
I vaguely remember, I haven't seen MacGyver in like decades, but I remember him doing cool things and
it was all about survival.
Figuring things out and like problem solving, creative problem solving.
What was I like as a mum? You can't remember, can you?
No, I think when we were, I mean, it depends what age range, because I feel like we've both changed a lot as people. But I think when we were young, because mum and dad were like young parents, I remember there was just a lot of energy and we were always having fun and going out places. And I think the thing I appreciate the most is we would go on adventurous holidays, out camping, like driving in this old Citroen 2CV down to the south of France and
up mountains and things.
Yeah, and they were always going on hikes in the woods and stuff like that. So, and I think you always let me and Hilary, and later on, I guess Darcy, but that's like a different era, just have a lot of fun in the house. We'd have like dressing up boxes, and even from a young age, I painted my bedroom as an underwater scene with my dad, and we were always getting up to mischief. And
yeah, I do remember people would say to me, "Oh, how can you let them do so much drawing and make a mess and decorate their own rooms?" And you think, you can clean it up, you can repaint. What is it? It's really important to let you express yourself creatively.
Yeah.
It was fun, wasn't it?
It was a lot of fun. What was something funny I did when I was little?
There is an answer in terms of something funny that I did on the mother-daughter tag that was about both of you. So go and watch that. But when I was writing this question out, I was thinking more of interesting things that happened between us. And one was, we were doing some drawing together and I was struggling a bit with some things, and I drew a picture that had two sides, and one was what I feel like when I'm feeling a bit down, and it was like tumbleweed, and another picture was like full of flowers and friends and that kind of thing. And you were only about 6, I think, and you said to me, well, the trouble is, Mum, there's something missing from the picture that has all the nice things in it, and it's a dustbin for all the rubbish from the other side. And I thought that was like very deep.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that. I vaguely remember it.
So a question that quite often comes up with parents is, did I ever do anything embarrassing?
Dad definitely did more things that were embarrassing. I'm trying to remember for you.
I think it's the difference between introverts and extroverts again, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like... No, I can't remember anything embarrassing you did. I can remember plenty of things embarrassing Dad did, but that can wait for a father-son video.
Yeah.
When were you most proud of me when I was younger?
I think it was when you were a bit older. I mean, I've always been proud of you, but
thanks.
the thing that I feel really proud of you about are some of the values. But when you did your 20th birthday party, I think that brought to the fore a lot of the values that you have. By that time, you didn't drink, and you'd never smoked, and you didn't do drugs, and you wanted to throw a big party and show everybody how much fun you could have without any of those things at a party, and you had a bouncy castle and you had decks and all sorts of things. Did you have your bus by then as well?
No, but we had like a band playing and water volleyball, and I think at that time in most people's lives, you're either at uni or you're in those friendship groups, and it's just total, everyone getting drunk every night, and I just wanted to push away from that culture and just have a lot of fun and be like, why do we have to grow up and go to pubs every night? That just seems so boring. So
so I felt really proud of you, because it wasn't like you were like the boring kid that wouldn't have any drink or that kind of thing. You were like cool, you already had your dreadlocks by then, you were doing loads of DJing, and you had a bit of a kind of a following of younger people, and I thought that I was really proud of how influential that was.
if you hadn't named me Louis, what would have you named me?
We're really racking our brains for names. I quite like the name Dudley, but I don't think that would have suited you.
No, Dudley, no.
And what we actually did was we wrote a list of all the names we each liked, and then we compared the list together. And we both had Louis. Well, I think Dad had Lewis, Lewis, and we both had John. So we decided it would be Louis John. Once Dad saw that I'd written it like the jazz trumpeter, Louis Armstrong.
Is that what I'm named after, Louis Armstrong?
But if you were going to be a girl, you were going to be Juliet.
I didn't even know I was going to be a Juliet.
What was our favourite memory together? We might each have different ones.
I quite enjoyed, it's up there, but I quite enjoyed the jazz singing course we did together.
Yeah, that was cool actually.
Yeah, I like that. It wasn't going away somewhere necessarily, but it was pushing out my comfort zones and experiencing something new together.
Yeah, I'll put some clips in here.
Yeah.
Won't you take the day off, decide to run along somewhere far away off and make it snappy? Oh, how I long to be the man I used to be. Fascinate with it, but don't stop thinking on me.
From when you were little, a really favourite memory of mine was when we were in the south of France. We were in Collier, and we were near the campsite, and we were walking down that lane that goes from the campsite to the beach. And that year, I think there'd been a lot of rain, so there were a lot of flowers out on the trees and stuff. And you said, "Is this meant to be paradise or something?" And I said to you, "Oh, why do you say that?" Looking at these flowers and stuff, and you said, "All the snakes and lizards and snails."
That is funny.
Okay, we're going to make this the final question. Is there anything that I've inspired you with as a mum?
There's so much you've inspired me with.
Really?
I think it's mainly to do with creativity. I think music, I think your taste in music has influenced my taste in music, and especially jazz, and loving that. Not to the point where I've ever become a musician really, but I still think it's important in my life. And
I think you could. I think you've got the
yeah,
discipline
I feel like I could if I was disciplined.
you were focused on other things.
And I think
focused
just
on the visual side of things.
yeah,
really.
but generally the art and stuff as well. Because I remember you used to do like pastel drawings, and I think that's inspired me growing up, knowing that we were like encouraged to passionately pursue creative stuff. And I think as well, as I was a teenager, you always like encouraged me to do creative jobs, like whether it was like getting into web design and making me feel like that was a valuable thing to invest into and do, and because my mum's like into computer stuff and software and stuff, so you always like pushed me to do.
Did I?
Yeah, I really felt like it wasn't like a silly hobby doing that stuff. You always like encouraged me to go out and do it. So there you go.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's been fun, and we're going to get on and do some questions for your channel.
Yeah, if you want to check out some questions that you guys asked us on Twitter, you can click through to another fun video.
Yeah. Okay, see you on Lou's channel in a minute then.
Okay. And if you haven't already, guys, subscribe to my mum. She does like loads of cool little inspirational vlogs and things she's thinking about and trips away, and then she's got like a music channel as well, but you can subscribe to this channel. Cool. Right.
Bye.
Bye.